Well, a decent way to start off the video. Don't Latifi me. I don't know if I should be complimented or sad by that, but yeah, I guess that just kind of shows how bad today actually kind of went. But yeah, it's all good. Hopefully, we'll see.
I don't know if 7's good or bad. I'll be honest.
Wait, what do I have? Oh, 20. I don't know.
That's right.
Is it good? Is it good?
I've beat on set mods to the lap time.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so for the first/second heat kind of combined thing, we have kart number 20, which I just got told by Max is actually a monster kart, which means it's actually really good, hopefully. But yeah, let's just go to the pits and out the track, and we'll see. And here we are jumping into our kart now, getting our seat position ready, since we do not want to sell the start again like we did for yet the other time that I completely sold the start because of my seating position. But yeah, let's just get out on track, and let's see what actually unfolds. And now here we are pulling out the pits. I can feel kart 20 a little bit after just pushing it from that little pit section to over here to the end of the trail. As you can see here, I think I am starting second to last or something. I'm not too sure. But from here, I'm just gonna have Coconut Mall playing very low on volume and just letting you watch everything unfold from the yellow light rolling start until it gets boring. I'm gonna come back and try and make it less boring for you guys to actually watch. So yeah, here it is. Oh, and I'm back. Hello again, and as you can see here, I go very wide. He takes the inside. I try fight back for position, but he just has more speed, so I decided to try and follow him up to catch the top three, since I knew he was faster than me after he was lighter than me. Me and his lines are pretty much very similar. We had just decent speed, but as you can see there, he's just kind of gapping me there on the straight thanks to his weight. And then as you can see, obviously nice tight lines. I'm just trying to keep up with him so I can stay with the top three over here in the championship. As you can see here, the guy in red, me and him, I just really want to follow him through so I don't lose any time. I can just keep up with the top three. As you can see here, he goes down the inside, so I decide to just absolutely follow him through and keep my line through. I get a slight nudge by the guy in the red, and I keep my lines nice and tight, keep on following him through, and then obviously he's got more clear ground than me, so now I'm just trying to keep up as much as I possibly can. As you can see here, as usual, he's just gapping me on the straights, and then I try keep myself as much as I can, leaning to the outside as tight as I can. As you can see, I actually make up a bit of ground on here on the up ramp, but then he gaps me again thanks to his weight. I don't want to keep using that as an excuse, but it is what it is in the end. And then as you can see here, he just slowly starts pulling away, and then yeah, I'm not really sure. After, I'm just going to cut until he actually catches up to the top three, and then Now as you can see here, I've just decided to just speed it up. Oh, and it's a bit too fast. But yeah, in the end he ended up like leaving us a little bit, and then I just completely locked in and I just followed through, kept my lines tight nicely, and then I ended up like slowly but surely started making up the ground, and then they started battling near, I think, a bit, and then here I actually finally caught up a little bit, but then they all kind of weigh a bit less and stuff like this. So as you can see here, I'm just trying to keep my lines nice and tight, just trying to follow through them and trying to keep behind them as much as I can, just trying to make sure I can actually have the same pace as the top 3 in this championship. And really wanted to turn things around, since the first round of the championship it just really went really bad, and yeah, sadly this one didn't go as good as either, but yeah, what you're kind of seeing is just like the first and second heat kind of like combined into one as to what happened. As you can see here, I'm just trying to keep good pace with them, just trying to keep up, and I'm only like 1 kart length away from them through most corners, and yeah. But in all seriousness, I think at one point this session does come to a stop, and like it kind of like reverse everyone around just to make it slightly fair. But then at the end of this, nobody actually realized it was a lap time session and not a race. Everybody thought it was a race, which is why people were defending like crazy and battling like crazy. And yeah, I'm just gonna quickly cut to the part where they actually like lined us all up in a reverse order type of thing than we already were. So yeah, I'll cut to that now. But wait, before we actually like move on, just remember this car in the same suit ahead of me right now, since it's gonna mean something very big in the finals that happens, and that's something that will also help me prove on my point. As you can see here, he's asking me to work with him, but I just kind of want to keep up with the top 3 here. But as you can see, I am keeping up with him. Obviously I just lost a bit of time there through that corner. That's just simply because of like me messing up and trying to do a move. I kind of nudged him a little bit on the back. So after keeping up for a while with this car up ahead of me, trying to find a move past, the reverse grid happens where they just decide to switch everything up. So I guess this part is also classed as heat 2. As you can see here, they just start sorting everybody out into a different section. And yeah, I guess I'm just gonna cut to the part where we're actually all lined up again for the next rolling start. Okay, now we have all essentially lined up for this rolling start. As you can see here, the top 3 are behind me. I was technically P4 for that first heat, and then the guy I was following is right ahead of me, and then so on and so forth. It was just reversed, and then after me and Max exchanged a couple of hand signals saying how we were just going to dive bomb everyone. I'm just gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna let you guys watch the rolling start and then the whole race start, and then I'm gonna come back as soon as it gets boring again. So yeah, but as I said, remember this car ahead of me, and yeah, let's let you watch what actually unfolds. Okay, now before the race actually starts, I did something really embarrassing, so I guess I'm just gonna let you guys see it now. I thought I had enough speed. I tried brake as late as I can. I ended up actually losing it, and the top 2 people ended up hitting me, which actually corrected me, and then Max decides to slip through, so then he told me to work with him. So that's exactly what I tried to do here. I also trying to defend the people behind me, and I'm just trying to keep my lines nice and tight, and as you can see here, I'm following quite nicely. We have decent, I think we had very similar pace during these first 2 kind of heats. Obviously I lost it a bit there in the corner after getting a bit of a nudge from the fastest behind me, and then as you can see here, me and Max are just slowly catching up to the pack ahead of us, and we just want to chop through them as quick as we can. And as I said, yeah, as you can see here, the leader from before is actually caught up alongside of me. I actually left him a bit of space, you know, in fairness. And then obviously we've got Charlie next to me. I decided to just send it down the inside alongside, nearly overtaking 2 people, but Charlie holds his line. I try to keep my line as well, make sure that the guy from behind me that I was stuck behind in the first heat before the reverse happened. But yeah, it was kind of just the same thing after this, where we kind of just trailed the top 3 while we cut through the rest of the pack. And yeah, since I don't want it to get really repetitive and boring, I guess I'm just gonna cut to when we get into the pits and find out what actually happens. So yeah, let's move on, because we also don't want to make this YouTube video way too long, since it's like probably I think it's like 68 minutes of recording this was. So yeah, I'm just obviously trying to follow through here. And yeah, as I said, it's just kind of the same thing. I keep up with the top 3, and yeah, we just all cut up the pack together. But yeah, let me actually cut to where we get to the pits now. So yeah, I'll see you guys there. Anyways, now as you can see here, we have actually pulled into the pits, and yeah, let's see what everybody else had to say about that session.
Bro, I sold so hard.
Too aggressive.
No, I was actually keeping up with you, Josh, and the small kid in the bell, right? And then what's it called? I just lost face.
He kept dive bombing me on this corner.
Who,
and
me?
it never worked. He kept doing it.
Oh, yeah.
So I just kept dive bombing him back. And then,
Yeah, honestly, it was just crazy.
But yeah, as Max and me said, it was a really chaotic session. Everybody thought it was a race, just to find out it was only for lap times, which means all the battling and defending that everybody did, there was just no need for it, absolutely no need. But this also was a good thing, since I was at everybody's race pace pretty much, and which meant that I could potentially hit a podium if I stay consistent enough. Anyways, now they put on like little papers and stuff for us to choose our carts, obviously, and it ended up like being pretty crazy, you know. So I ended up getting this cart called number 4, and for qualifying, oh well, it was another lap timer session, heat 3 type of thing, and I just really felt like the cart wasn't doing its job, pretty much, in a way to say. Like, it felt like it was kind of stalling through the corners in a way. I got Marshall to check it out, and it just kind of sold everything. So that means, like, yeah, it just wasn't good at all. I ended up getting dead last place for the heat 3, sadly. Got a lap time of like 39,121, and during heat 1 and heat 2 I ended up getting like a 38,500 something. I'm not too sure what it was anymore. But yeah, I guess I may as well just go on to the final, where I think I ended up positioning 7th for it. And yeah, I got still the same cart for that as well, sadly. And yeah, it just kind of started to bog down kind of through it. But and also my camera did die about half, I think, near the end of it. So I guess I'm just going to show you, since I did have a bit of a battle after bogging down a bit with someone in a red suit. But yeah, let's cut to that, I guess. But yeah, here we are now for the finals of the race. I still have cart number 4, and yeah, I guess I had decent kind of, I think, like low pace for the start of the race, and then after it just started to bog down, and eventually I got into the battle. But obviously I'm just going to let you guys see the yellow flags to the race start for you guys to see what unfolds, and I'm going to come back as soon as it gets back to boring. So yeah, just enjoy it, enjoy the formation lap part, and then the race starts. So yeah. So yeah, that was pretty much the race start. As you can see, I just very unfortunate. But remember, this is the guy that we had ahead of us in Heat 1 and 2, and we actually ended up even overtaking him after a audacious dive bomb, obviously. But that just goes to show that we were on pace with him, and actually at the start of this we were also kind of on pace with him, until I'm just not going to repeat myself again. But yeah, it's just unfortunate. I'm going to take it as a learning opportunity and move forward. But yeah, since in the end all he does is kind of just pull away, what I am going to do is show you a nice little battle that me and the guy in the red suit had like near the end of the race. We overtook each other a couple of times. It was actually pretty fun to have, to be honest. But yeah, I'm just going to cut to that now. So yep. Now, as you can see here, he's just dive bombed me after my kart's bogging down in a way, and I'm just losing pace overall. But yeah, this is kind of the start of the battle that we ended up having. As you can see here, I'm just constantly trying to find a way back past him, because I knew that any position counted. So as you can see here, it kind of ended up just me catching up to him quite a lot on the up ramp. Then he kind of gapped me by the tiniest bit, but then thanks to slipstream and me having a slightly better braking point than him, I ended up like keeping up in a way, and then he'd like kind of gap me from some widths, and then it just kept kind of like changing around, where I'd catch up and I'd lose him, and then he'd like gap me and then lose time again, and it was just kind of repetitive at some points. And then yeah, I guess I'm just gonna keep fast forwarding to the part where I actually end up overtaking him back, since you know I don't want to make it a really short video. But yeah, here we are. Oh no, never mind. My camera died, so I couldn't even show you the parts where we actually ended up having a battle. But oh, it looks like the karting universe or whatever just thought they didn't want to make it a nice little race for me or whatever. But it's okay, because I'm going to make sure I do better on the next one, because I seriously need to lock in now, since I've been doing it now properly. I think for about 2 months now. I think I've been doing properly. So yeah, so I reckon it's good. It's good improvements, since the top 3 people I was keeping up with, they've been doing it for quite a while, except for Max. Obviously, he's only been doing it for nearly 5 months now. But yeah, in the end, I'm going to post another video soon, and on TikTok I'm going to be posting parts of the academy academy race that I did that actually was pretty fun. But yeah, overall, yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.